My name is Iprosa Rabach. I am the head of Safal MRM Foundation. I'm really delighted to welcome you to Safal MRM Foundation. I'm looking forward to having a good time with you. As you may have heard, or as you heard from the video, we focus on 4 areas: health, education, shelter, and environment. So education, our biggest education program is the Mabati Technical Training Institute, but also indirectly through education, we support a lot of infrastructure improvement for schools, learning institutions. Our health program is, the biggest is here, Mabati Medical Center, but we also do a lot of outreach programs. Our environmental program focuses on creating awareness on the importance of environmental conservation and safeguarding. We train young people, we educate young people. We have a project called School Greening and Beautification, School Greening and Beautification Program, where we work with schools to establish kitchen gardens within the schools, so that school can utilize land and spaces that they have to produce food that then can be used for the school feeding program.
When we look at what we're doing in the foundation, it's actually all about partnerships. And in the group, we talk a lot about teamwork, but in a sense, partnership is also just teamwork. How do we work in a broader team all together? And normally what I say is that we should see how do we actually work together to club all the resources and see how much good we can actually do. There's so many needs in this country. We work with 4 pillars in the group. Yeah? Those 4 pillars are health, as you can see here, is education, as you can see our training center. We also work with shelter, where we can help with shelter when needed, and on the environmental side. And I just sat here, we discussed a bit of tree planting and things like that. And we know we need a lot of trees in Kenya, which affects weather and all these things today. Yeah? So we're very proud in the Safal group of what actually is done in the foundation. I think it's important for what we do for society. It's also very important, I think, for our employees. I think our employees are also very proud of what we're doing. I'm sure it will be told, but for you doesn't know, we take almost 40,000 patients into this facility every single year. 40,000. And that applaud is not for me, that applaud is actually for the foundation people that are represented to here that works very hard with that. And then in the training center, because maybe you work in smaller groups, so maybe you're not going to be able to hear, so maybe just to make sure that you know that, we actually certify almost 1,000 students every year in practical skills. Now I say from my point of view, and I told Iprosa as well, all the bigger foundations in Kenya should actually sit down around the table and actually look at what are the different foundations doing. Where are they overlapping? Where are the gaps where they need support? And then actually see how can we more efficiently work together. we could get more money and more support into the market, probably with less cost if we do so, yeah? And it will increase also overall the partnership between companies and foundations. So that would be a wish from my side, yeah? So anyways, it's a pleasure having you all here. On behalf of me, Sarit, Ciprosa, and all others within the group, thank you so much for coming. I hope we can make this an interesting day for all of you. We're very proud of what we're doing. Welcome and enjoy the day. Thank you so much.
So I will give you a little bit of background to this foundation. In late 1990s, we were setting up a big expansion here at Mariakani, and as part of that expansion, we had also decided that we needed to do projects to give back to community. Just prior to then, we were allocated 49 acres of land opposite this area, and we had plans to do the projects on that side. So one of the projects that our then chairman, Dr. Manu Chandaria, supported of course by Dhirubhai Shah, had thought about was putting up Don Bosco kind of technical training institute. So we said, fine, let's go and see, let's go and follow up. And we went and approached Don Bosco for technical support to come and help us set up. And they said, look, we are too busy, we have too many projects, sorry, we can't help. So we then went to the Christian Training Institute, Bishop Jue, yeah. And they also didn't do much. But then in 2002, 2003, we were lucky to find a Don Bosco Salesian, somebody who had worked in the Don Bosco system, to come and prepare for us a project feasibility report, which we then went back to Don Bosco and said, please, can you now support us technically, because we needed the curriculums and other things. So at that time they said, yes, we will support you, and that's how this project started. And what actually the other thing that happened is, in the land that we were allocated, there were a lot of squatters. So we started trying to evict them, which was not possible. We gave up, and then we bought this site in 2001, 2002. And this is where then we started doing our projects. The first batch of students came in 2004. 61 students. We struggled to get them. Our project head here and our HR head at Mabati had to go through all the villages around here to get the 61 students. So first year, second year were very difficult. The second year results were such that nearly everybody that went through that training actually found jobs. And then after that, we started getting a lot of people wanting to come and train here, and that's how we started getting waiting list and full. All the students who were coming actually were from poor communities. There was a criteria for entry, and a lot of destitute poor people were trained here. After that, we then thought of a medical facility that could be done, and we had a small clinic near the Mabati entrance, which catered for our staff, but was also open to the public. And eventually we felt the need to expand and come to this site. So this facility was started in 2008. Now for both the projects, I'm sure the families and the company would have done the projects on their own, but we were otherwise fortunate that as part of the facility that we put up, there was a loan from the European Investment Bank. And the European Investment Bank at that time, for part of the facility, had a 2% subsidy on the interest, which we could then accumulate under the MRM EIB. At that time, it was MRM EIB Foundation. And that money then helped us put up both the facilities. So currently, of course, we, as Anders mentioned, we have 40,000 plus minus patients going through this health facility, and 1,215 to 1,300 students going through the technical institute that you will visit. All this would actually not have been possible but from the support first of the two families, Manubai, Dhirubhai, and the Chandari and the Shah families, the foundations, their foundations, Premchand Bhai Foundation, Chandaria Foundation. Then, of course, at that time, the main support actually came from donations received from suppliers in addition to the foundation. So the Marubeni Foundation or Marubeni Nippon Steel was a big support. And in the later years, of course, we have now got the other foundations, Mastercard Foundation, KCB Foundation, your foundation there, and many other foundations working with us. And the idea then, of course, is to keep on networking between ourselves and trying to improve. The other people who were a big backbone to the projects here were the trustees, people like Kishore Bhai, Talib, Sachin Gutka, and others. The Mabati team, we always had the CEO and the business heads supporting the projects, and without that support, CSR doesn't work. And the last, of course, is the team here at the foundation. They've been superb all over the years. And I think because of all this, we have put up a foundation which is quite substantial to look at and see. And for the future, I think we have new partners in this room, yesterday's room, and others that we will be able to take to the next level and the next generation of giving back to communities. Thank you.
You know, for the last year or so, Siprosa and I myself have been talking about how do we showcase what we're doing here. And every year in Nairobi now, we have a foundation day that we have, and we invite a lot of people in Nairobi for just to talk about what we do. So this is culmination of that today and tomorrow, we invite people over who've been with us for many, many years, but have actually never been here. I thank you all tremendously for being here and being with us to see what we do, how we do, and where we can all work together jointly, collaboratively, and in many other ways. There is a lot that can be achieved here, and I think we will appreciate all your support, but more important that your time that you have spent today with us here. That is most appreciated. Thank you so much.
So karibuni sana. I hope you enjoy your tour. And as Jen said in the afternoon, I would love that you also visit our plant, just our neighbor Mabati rolling mills, so that you're able to see the connection. I know some of you have utilized the product from Mabati rolling mills, but you don't know how the process of processing steel from coil into that beautiful Mabati that is on your roof. Thank you very much. I welcome all of you for the tour.
ninafanya na sekta hii ya bodaboda Mariakani, ambapo kwa sasa ninafikia miaka 15, ambapo niko na riders ambao ninawasimamia ambao wapungue 1000. Tuliweza kujiunga na hii MRM Foundation ambayo iko Mariakani, ambapo upande mwingine naweza nikasema ya kwamba wamesaidia sana sekta hii yetu ya bodaboda, ambapo kupitia kwa mashirika ambao wanapitia MRM Foundation, ambapo kwa sasa kutoka mwaka jana hapo nyuma, mwaka jana hapo tumeweza kusaidika vijana ambao wapungui 100 ambao wako na driving lesson kupitia MRM Foundation. Wameweza kutusaidia pia kufanya service, ambapo tukifika hapa sisi huwa tunafanywa service bure, tunanunua tu oili, alafu service unafanywa bure, pikipiki yako ikitoka hapa iko condition vizuri, ambapo upande mwingine nasema saa nyingine wanajitolea pia kutupatia oili bure. So wanatusaidia sana, tunasaidika sana kupitia hii MRM Foundation kwa sasa.
It was a great day today, very interesting. It's my second time to the medical center and also to Mabati Technical Training Institute. We have with Mojashu a very good collaboration with MTTI, because we take quite a few of the students for attachments and internships. We've been very happy with the quality of students coming out of the institute, and we promise to do more of the same into the future.
It's been fantastic to see what's been built here with the clinic and with MTTI, the innovation that's gone into it, the care that's gone into it, and the real tangible impact that's being made with the youth, letting them learn some real great vocational training to put them straight into gainful employment as soon as they graduate. Really congratulations to everyone who's been contributing to this.
Today when I saw the MRM Foundation here, I'm absolutely amazed, thrilled, and the way it is being run very professionally in the technical side as well as on the agricultural side. I was very impressed the way you actually do some organic products locally. Keep up the good work, and I'm very happy that the founders are grossly involved to make sure that these institutions run well and professionally.
We are a solar company that provides solutions for commercial clients, and we partner with MRM. With MRM, we are currently installing a 3 megawatt project at their factories in Mombasa to reduce their impact on the environment and to also, of course, reduce the power bill. With the Safal MRM Foundation, we work together on the solar project. Students from the foundation have been incorporated in the solar project in the installation team. So currently we have 5 students that work alongside our technicians and actually are a very valuable part of the team. I spoke to my technical manager, who confirms that even after this project we will surely consider them as potential staff of the company. Starting back, they are very punctual. They are professional on their attitude and they want to learn. Those are the characteristics that are very important to become a strong employee and a strong technician in Orb Energy. So we thank the foundation for providing those type of quality students.
This is actually my first visit to Safal MRM Foundation to appreciate the work that some of our students have gone through. We've been having a number of students that have joined here. In fact, we brought in 100 students to their training school. And why did we leave all the training schools, for example, that are based in Mombasa, and we came all the way here? Because they offer something unique, which is demand-driven skilling for the youth. Because most of the time there is a huge disconnect between what colleges, universities and training institutions are offering and what is needed in the industry. Their training has been created together with the industry. What that means is that whatever the young people are being trained or the students are being trained, immediately they are able to apply, they can apply the skills immediately at work.
This is my first time visit to the Safal Foundation. I'd heard about it and I was very curious to know what they do. And we've spent this morning observing what they do, and it has been an amazing experience. When you actually physically see it and you hear about it, there's a vast difference. My takeaway from this morning's visit is they are offering empowerment to the youth. An amazing thing, it's giving the youth an opportunity to learn different technical skills. And apparently they offer 30 different skills for the youth. There is plenty out there for them. The second is the medical services. Very affordable for the people. And the beauty is the patient comes in, they're seen by the doctors, and the medication is also included. Fantastic.
I must say I was very, very impressed. As I was telling some colleagues, I was looking at the faces of those young kids. You can sense the level of engagement, the level of professionalism that everything is being done. All those vocational trainings are so relevant and quite a wide range. And to me, I think that is really, really, really quite wonderful. And to us, what we do is we can consider probably partnerships in sponsoring of some of those children, because I was told there's a way that you can be able to, partner and sponsor a number of children into these things.
I am thoroughly, thoroughly impressed. I'm thoroughly impressed even by the things that would be considered basic, such as cleanliness and orderliness of both projects that we've toured. The other thing that is quite impressive is the interconnectedness of everything that is done here. What goes to the farm, the pipeline for the jobs, it's very impressive. I have one thing that I was very interested in as we went to the institute, which is the gender ratio. I wasn't expecting that the gender ratio is actually 60-40%. I thought it would be much less than that because the courses that are offered are traditionally male-dominated spheres, so it is already impressive.
I'm really excited to be here. This visit has actually opened my eyes to see what is available in the community, for example. As Young Scientists Kenya, we're based in Nairobi County, and our vision is to have students in high school embrace sciences, embrace innovation, embrace entrepreneurship and all that. So through our programs, I am really excited to see this particular plant so that we can be able to at least leverage on counties like Kilifi and Kwale so that we can be able to have an outreach program and at least introduce students to the organization and see how they can be able to leverage this particular institution to advance their careers, to advance the spirit of innovation and entrepreneurship. So I'm looking forward to working with the foundation to help, particularly in the area of outreach, so that when we go to schools, we are telling students that they have an opportunity to continue their careership journey through the foundation so that they can be able to learn all the technical courses that are available here.
Being a bank, how do we equip young people with financial literacy, financial education? And we do that a lot through our own volunteering schemes. And our own staff are more than happy to come and mentor, to come and give their time to teach on basics of financial literacy. Jeffrey, who is with me, we are just talking about that. And it will be something that we can explore to see how do we give back, how do we partner with you to send some of our staff to come and talk to the young people. I think the financial education mentorship would be an easy one for us, being that it's our core business and it's what we do.
A lot of people here graduate to something else over time. My thinking is maybe you should try and get the former students or masters who've developed their skills to the highest level to come back and inspire the young ones. Because too many of them don't necessarily see a future 3, 5, 10, 15 years down the line. But if they see what is possible from the people who've graduated from here, I think it'll probably be very useful for them. Thank you.
So Safal MRM Foundation brought together partners from different sectors, both locally and internationally. The main objective of bringing partners, friends together in Mariakani was to showcase the work that we are doing to give them the opportunity to interact with those who have benefited from our projects, but also to inspire them. Some of our supporters believed in us, they gave us resources, but not all of them had had the opportunity to come down on the ground to see what the investments, how the investments have transformed lives. So this was a good opportunity for the foundation to bring people on the ground, to show them the kind of work we are doing, to show them how we are investing in our communities, how we are giving back, not only as a responsibility, but as an obligation.
And today, it's been a great success with all the partners that have been present here. Partners who came from Dubai, Project Maji, partners who came from South Africa, Marubeni Corporation, partners who came in from support from the existing Nairobi, the partners like Dawa Life Sciences, partners like Herbivore, partners like KCB Foundation, and partners like MP Shah Hospital. All these are existing partners. And today we had people come in from the local communities in Mombasa, people who would come from the Luhara community, friends and families who have been urging me to come and see our premises here and to see what we do. And I think it's been an immense successful day and event over the last 2 days. People have been super impressed. They had no expectation or didn't know what they were coming into. And to understand, to see the impact being made by the students that we've been able to educate, to go through the learnership, and then to specifically come out of that to find jobs, and jobs that are really impactful to them and their families. So we've had partners that are not traditional partners, people from Standard Chartered Bank, who really are not in this business of giving back the way we do, but who are doing their own thing little bits at a time. And I think they found reason that today to be here, they've been able to find different ways of giving back through us, with us, and to the people and the community around us in Kilifi. What we are going to do and the impact that we are looking forward to is to find partners that will put money towards the endowment fund, which then will make the impact that we have here today and going forward, which becomes forever. I mean, it doesn't stop. It doesn't start and stop with individuals like us, but it's going to be funded forever through the endowment fund. So I think I thank everybody who came and joined us today. Really had a great 2 days event, and the people who made time, to come to Mariakani, to spend a whole day in Mariakani. It's not easy, but everybody came, everybody took part, everybody was impressed. Thank you so much.